Welcome back. You know, what would it be like to go from a six-figure corporate job to running a high-end fruit stand in LA that serves people like Equinox, Warner Brothers, Fox? Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it?
Sounds tasty.
It sounds delicious.
Sounds like we could use it right now.
I know. And we have Omar Vargas here to tell us exactly what that was like. Omar,
Perfect.
Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you so much for having me.
We're thrilled to have you.
Oh yeah,
Very
we
honored
are.
and very
We're
humbled.
so anxious to hear your story. What made you decide to jump corporate ship and start something on your own?
You know, gosh, always the entrepreneurial in me. Advertising was always something that I always wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Because I think it's also a psychology, like getting in, as us consumers that we are, why do we appeal to certain brands and to certain products? So it was always a passion of mine. So I did it, graduated from University of San Diego at 22, landed my first advertising job in LA. Great. I went up the corporate ladder, but there was always something behind me that I really wanted to do, eventually something on my own. So 2 years ago, I developed Anna's Fresh Fruits. It was a staple in LA. I don't know if people are familiar, hopefully they are. It's a fruit stand that are all over in LA, but there was nothing that would cater to more of a higher end clientele, let's say. And so I took it upon myself to do a little research. I didn't know anything about cutting fruit or anything, and so I did my homework and I applied my advertising and marketing experience, and I developed Anna's Fresh Fruits. Wow. Anna, in honor of my mother, and growing up, always being an active lifestyle with family, always fitness. I played soccer. My mom played tennis, basketball. So that was ingrained in our family. And so the fact that I can do this and advocate not only health but also a staple in LA and do this for a higher end clientele makes me really happy.
Oh
and
yeah, it sounds like kind of the
super
perfect
cool.
job, doesn't it? I was like,
Indeed.
how do I come work for your fruit
come.
stand?
We're always taking brand ambassadors.
Well, and it sounds like it's almost like I want to start singing New York, New York, but LA, LA. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. So
Very true.
you obviously had the right
Yes.
strategy.
And that's something that, again, my mom, Omar, are you sure you're making the right decision? I said, Mom, it has your name. It's Anna's Fresh Fruits.
Yeah.
All you got to do is believe in yourself. And I think that's a lot of things that, no matter at what age you're at or the circumstances in life, if you really have a passion, the money will come. Mm-hmm. Everything else will come naturally. You just got to really trust yourself and believe in yourself. And that's what finally I'm learning how to do that. I mean, my days start at 4 a.m. cutting the fruit, delivering fruit. But, I know in the back of my mind that everything is going to be worth it.
And you have a team now. I mean, it's
Yes.
not just you.
Not just me. And,
Yeah.
and that's another thing that I've given back. And I think the universe is seeing me that I also want to give back.
Yeah.
For those people that, gosh, the lady that helps me peel the fruit, she's 65. She actually works a fruit cart on the street. I grabbed her from there and I said, Rosa, please, I speak Spanish. So she comes to my place. And the fact that I can help other people gives me so much joy because that's something that I think people get inspired by that.
Absolutely.
So
Well, I mean, everything you're doing is so good. You're like providing employment for people. You're giving like healthy fruit to people. You're helping them be more nutritious.
Yes.
It tastes delicious. It's like it's such a
And it's beautiful to look
and
at.
it's beautiful. Yes.
And that's another thing. I think us consumers, we gravitate towards something visual, right? We like pretty. And my vision is, not to be stuffy, but presentable, clean, fresh. And that's something that I'm very big on. And the lucky, the clients that I have, I call them my partners because they're more my partners now. And they're like, God, Omar, I mean, it's just beautifully done to every little, level of detail.
Yeah.
Now my bowls are eco-friendly, bamboo forks.
Wow.
So everything has a little bit, we want to give back. I volunteered to LA Mission. So whenever there's leftover fruit from events, I go give back to them. So it's
great.
always something
That's
that I think
really, really cool.
is very, very, will I become a millionaire? I don't know, but there's a vision that I have, and that's something that I think a lot of people, and I hope I get to inspire other people that want to start their own business or anything. I think there's no limits. If you really put your mind to something, you can definitely do it.
That's so cool. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about like the marketing aspect and how
Absolutely.
you like. Okay, so I'm a marketer, and I just
Oh,
think what
nice.
you've done is
Okay.
really amazing. Because what you've done is you've taken something that's very common in LA.
Correct.
You've elevated the brand, and you've kind of turned it on its head. So what are some of the things that you did to help elevate it for that corporate clientele?
Definitely the higher end, the organic fruit is something that is definitely a selling point for my clients, and just the presentation itself. It's a magenta color. It's beautiful. It pops. My brand ambassadors are fully dressed with a nice uniform. You arrive there, you show up, great customer service. I think all of those go a long way. And not to mention the quality of the fruit. You know, I work with a local farmer, and I personally go and select all the fruit.
I love that.
So
That's really
Oh my gosh, I love that.
yeah. So that's something that I personally do, and I could definitely, so when clients, my partners ask me, well, how come there's no coconuts? You know, we're not in season. I'd rather be honest and not compromise with the quality and taste, because that does, you know. So now I'm a little bit happy to say that Earth Bar is one of a really healthy brick and mortar shop. Been having conversations with them, and if everything goes well, they'll start carrying my fruit bowls as well. So,
Oh, congratulations!
yeah,
So
little
that
by
would
little.
be your direction for expansion. That
For
was my
expansion,
question.
exactly, yeah. So that's the nature of where I want to head towards, and maybe Miami, I'm looking at some opportunities there, because I think logically from more a tropical, sexy vibe, I think Miami would be my next stop.
So elevating that brand, it includes organic.
Yes.
It includes a personal touch on things, the personalization. It includes multiple channels of delivery, and it includes a lot of location-based like selection. For where those
Absolutely.
channels are
We
gonna be.
serve LA County, San Bernardino Valley, Orange County, Palm Springs. We did a beautiful private events for Coachella. I mean, you name it. So little by little we're doing, and not to mention Tajin, which is the Mexican seasoning brand that hopefully a lot of people are familiar. If not, you guys need to try it. After they started to see the caliber of events that I was doing, they actually reached out to me.
Really?
And so now we're officially partners with Tajin.
Wow.
So it's Anna's Fresh Fruit
Congratulations.
and Tajin, yes.
Congratulations.
That's super cool.
So that's something that, you know, we carry at every event, and people go crazy. Consumers like, wow, this is, you know, and for those that don't try it or haven't tried it, we like to convert them, and once they try it, they're like, well, where have I been? I don't know.
That is really amazing. So another thing that really like stands out is the authenticity of the brand, which I think is really important as well.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about why you named it after your mom.
You know, I owe it to her to a lot of things. I think parents, sometimes they come and give up their own dreams, you know, to have a better life. And as immigrants from Spain, my mother came and she wanted to do a lot of things, but maybe for the language barrier and everything. So I owe it to her to really, you know, all the experience. She put me through private schools all my life. And so I think I want to carry that legacy, and hopefully it'll pay off. And I think it is. I think I'm on the right path. I just, learning to trust yourself is very important. I think that's a discovery that I have for the last 2 years, is that, gosh, I'm doing it. I know I'm on the right path, so don't give up. And that's something that I cherish. And to her, and hopefully she'll still be alive when one day I'll make it really big for her. So gosh, I get teary-eyed sometimes because it's like,
it's so amazing.
but it's,
to
you know,
see.
just to see that love and that passion
Yeah.
that a lot of parents give up, I think it's definitely very inspiring.
It's super
So-
inspiring.
I'm pretty sure that she already thinks you're a huge success, because for her, clearly the dollars are not what counts. The
Yes.
fact that you've gone after your dream, I'm sure, is what she really values.
And I think that's important too, is the dream, you know. And I remember when I first landed my advertising career, I knew that I was, gosh, making $22,000 a year, and I still have my first paycheck. I never wanted to cash it.
That was a
'cause
lot of money.
yeah, back then, and I wanted to see the progression that I did in my career, and now with this venture, and you know, there's a lot of things that I want to continue to do, but I think the most important thing is to not give up on your dreams, because everything else will come into life, like you said.
And that's something
Yeah.
we need to hear so much these days, isn't it?
I think so.
That, you know, the American dream is still alive.
Yes.
Small businesses are still
The backbone of the country.
backbone of the country, and we need
Absolutely.
to encourage and really you know, support and help each other.
Definitely, and that's the thing that I get, you know, messages on our Instagram, Omar, Anna's Fresh Fruits. I mean, you're inspiring. I mean, I was scared to do my own thing, and yeah, we all have fear, you know. That's something that's embedded in us, and the insecurities. But I think if you truly believe in that passion that comes with inside you, I think anything is possible, and that's what I'm trying to do.
I
And
love that.
yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you so much
Of
for
course.
sharing this with us and your story. And so, how do we get in touch with you to book an event or to get
Yes.
some great fruit bowls?
Absolutely, as Anna's Fresh Fruits on Instagram or Facebook, 1N, Anna's Fresh Fruits, or you can email me at omar@annasfreshfruits.com, and we can answer any questions, private events, catering, you name it. We're here to serve everybody.
That's great.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for
you.
having me. Thank you.
We'll be right back.